I wanted to try a bit of an experiment, and we'll see what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comments below whether you like this idea. I am basically just going to go through every single X post and response that Elon Musk makes every single day and just basically read them. And sometimes, of course, I will have something to say about them. So let's start with the first one. He says, what are the odds? And he's referring to a cartoon that says, every single person who confuses correlation and causation ends up dying. Now you have to think about that one for a minute. Let me say it again. Every single person, everyone who confuses correlation and causation ends up dying. That is really pretty dang funny. All right, then we go on from there. He says that Starlink is now available in Albania. So for any of you who might be traveling over to Albania anytime soon, that will be a real help to you. All right, then, if you support the side, this is Elon Musk, and this is a meme. He says, if you support the side that censors free speech and facts, you are not woke or progressive. You are a tyrant. Can you agree with that? Let me know. Do you agree with that idea, or do you think that's silly? Anyway, some of the stuff, of course, that Elon puts up is very, very wise, and some of it not so wise, but that seemed wise. Anyway, he says he's talking about the Supreme Court justice or whatever he is in Brazil. He says, how did Alexandre de Moraes become the dictator of Brazil? He has Lula on a leash. Lula is the actual president or dictator for life or something down there in Brazil. So he's suggesting that this guy is really in charge, not Lula. Interesting idea. Then he refers to a Babylon Bee headline, and the Babylon Bee headline says, Biden to solve poverty with $1 trillion per hour minimum wage. And Elon says, great idea. Yeah, yeah, okay. Then Elon, he says this, he says, the law applies to all, including Alexandre. He should be on trial for his crimes. He's referring to, I guess this is an article. Let's see here. I think I know what's going on here. As a member of the this is from Marcel Van Hatem, as a member of the Brazilian Congress who has been exposing and combating the abuses of our Supreme Court for years, I want to express my deepest gratitude to Elon Musk. Elon, you are currently aiding Brazil more than many members of the Brazilian House and Senate. You're representing millions of Brazilians who oppose censorship and tyranny far better than the elected representatives who still refuse to investigate and impeach these Supreme Court justices. I am confident that this will change now. Schellenberger, that's, I forget his first name. Anyway, collaboration with David Agape and another guy on the Brazilian Twitter files that a genuine investigative journalism effect exposing the Brazilian dictator Alexandre de Moraes to the world. So anyway, that goes on. And so Elon is referring to that when he says the law applies to all. He then gives a view of the eclipse from orbit. So if you aren't part of X and you want to see these pictures on a daily basis, then you want to go over to X and get started over there. Let's see if that's it for today. Looks like maybe one more. He says, Mario Nawfal, who's a very big contributor on X, says, Elon may be smarter than any one human by the end of next year. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Let me change that. Let me just change that a little bit. Elon says that AI may be smarter than any one human by the end of next year. Pretty funny Freudian slip there. AI is the fastest advancing technology I've seen of any kind, and I've seen a lot of technology. He is quoting Nicola Tang. Anyway, faster and faster, many software breakthroughs are demonstrating this incredible curve. I guess that AI is smarter than one human around the end of next year. So Elon responds to this comment by him and by others. Elon says the AI compute growth chart says it all. All right. And then let's see. X supports the people of Brazil without regard to political affiliation. And he's responding here to Glenn Greenwald rants about Brazil's Alexandre de Moraes. authoritarian censorship regime, citing the New York Times. The New York Times says the Brazilian left hated him until he took on the role of chief censor and began censoring apparently almost everybody who the Brazilian left regarded as their enemy. Especially, this is from the New York Times, interesting. If you question this judge, you will be called a defender of fascism. And though what this judge is most known for is very extreme censorship regime that has been a bridge too far, even for the New York Times. So anyway, he's jailed 5 people without a trial. Only time in my entire career as a journalist that I've ever wondered if I should really be questioning, challenging, or critiquing the political official is this person who has gone so far as to order people to be in prison without a trial just for criticizing him. So I'm very sorry to hear that whoever's writing this article, that this is the only time in their entire career as a journalist that they've ever wondered if I should really be questioning, challenging, or critiquing a political official. Oh my. Okay. Well, there you go. That's interesting. Let's see here if there's anything else that needs to be shown. More and more on Brazil. The heart of the problem, he says. The heart of the problem. Let's debate this in the audio. So he challenges Alexandre to a debate on Spaces. Suggested that yesterday in his conversation on Spaces. And then JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon says he worries that geopolitical events and the U.S. political polarization may very well be creating risks that could eclipse everything since World War II. So geopolitical events and U.S. political polarization would be the 2 things he's most worried about. This is JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon, and Elon Musk responds to that with a yes. Okay, so that was the last 24 hours of Elon Musk's posts and his responses to posts. Is this something that you found useful, valuable? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button if you liked it, because I got to decide whether this would be worth doing each day. Maybe you don't have time to go on X. Maybe you don't want to be bothered to go on X. And I could just read these off to you each day with a little commentary on top. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this. It's Randy Kirk, by the way, and as always, it has been great talking to you.